Okay, say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Come on, let's take it. Yeah, Mommy's good. Mama gave me the good stuff. Looky there. My mom is so tiny, and I'm so tiny too. But it is so important that we get warmed up. Oosha! And we get this colostrum once we're warmed up. We have to wait till the body temperature. We're really warm before we put anything in there. So we had our boost of colostrum. And now we've got milk colostrum from Mommy. It's so sticky. Say hi, everybody. Say, I am making it. I am doing so good. I'm so tiny. Good girl. Say hello. Say hi. Kitty, Bluebell. What are you doing? So, good morning. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. It's very early morning. James is already up and gone to work. And I thought it was time to get back into rhythm of making some more videos. I haven't put one up in about a week. So, I thought we'd start off like this. What do you say? Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, this is a total first, but I wanted to document this because it's not every day you have a little tiny little doopy preemie baby goat snuggled in bed with you. And I think my cat is worried about it. What's wrong with you? So, we've had a ton of new babies this year, and I'm going to make a video on how this happened because a lot of you are asking, and I have lots of questions, and what in the world, and whatever, so I'm going to make a video separate about that. I think it's going to be kind of funny. Just know that it wasn't planned. When was the last time you had a kid and it was planned? I'd say she's pretty happy. She's snuggled in, and I found her in the field day before yesterday. And I went up. I was a little bit late, but not too bad. I normally like to feed in the afternoon between 3 and 4 o'clock because it just makes sure they get well fed and taken care of before the sun goes down and starts getting really cold. And I drove up, and I looked over, and one of my smallest girls, she's 2 years old, and she's really little, and we didn't know that she was bred. This is her first time having babies. Again, there's a story coming. Some of you may already know it about how all this happened, but you know, we had 10 babies on Christmas Eve time and Christmas Day. And 4 of those babies are up in the barn still with their mom doing wonderful. And I still have the 5 others that I am bottle feeding daily. Now they're nibbling on a little bit of hay, but they haven't had any of their grain yet. I'm going to try to introduce that later today. Because the idea is to transition them slowly more onto hay and to feed and start pulling back bottles, but we're not there yet. They're going to get at least 3 bottles a day up to 6 weeks. So we're in the middle of it. But nonetheless, I drove up and I was getting out and I looked over and underneath the large lean-to area of the barn, which is, you know, I have that. That was part of the reason I love that barn is because it's so big. You know, everybody can go in there and get out of the weather. I try to keep really fresh straw down all the time. And, it's easy for the animals to go in and out on that side. And I saw her laying down, and I thought, well, that's peculiar. I think she's snoring a little bit. James, she's definitely your daughter. I walked over, and by the time I got there, the mama had walked over to me, and all the goats were walking over to me like, what's going on? What's going on? What you got? Hey girl, hey mom, what you got? And I was like, okay, she's up, and I just happened to look over the herd of goats over in the back corner area, and I saw something. You know how you're driving and you see something in the grass, or, it's either, somebody, that miscellaneous one shoe that you never know why in the world somebody lost one shoe on the side of the road, or, it's something like a towel or a bag or something weird that's blown somewhere. And I thought, what is that? And then I realized, oh my gosh, it's a baby. Well, she is definitely snoring. Not rattling, just a little happy. So I jumped the fence. I'm getting real good at that these days. But I didn't waste my time even undoing the lock. I just jumped it, baby. And I ran over, and I thought, I thought, it's gone. I thought she was gone. And I just so happened to start picking it up. And she sort of just rolled her little eye, her head. It's like her head rolled and her eyes kind of rolled. So I knew that I was within minutes. Folks, they go down so fast. It's not even funny. I don't know how well I think the mama was trying to clean her. But again, we have a scenario with a new mom. And I promise you, I look at all these goats. I've put most of my girls up because I have one more that is set to have babies. But she's had babies several times, and she does a really good job. But this one, I told James, I said, I don't think she's bred because she's tiny, not showing any signs. The backside is not big at all. We're not showing. I'm trying to use proper language here. There's no swelling of the vulva. It's dry. There's no udders. I'm like, I don't. She's not bred. No, she's not bred. He didn't get to her. Well, clearly we called that one wrong, and you're going to have that issue from time to time. So I swooped her up, brought her down. Here's what you need to do. If you have this situation, your best shot by everything that I've ever done, everything that I've ever read. Now, obviously, if you live in, a very warm place and have baby goats where the average, winter temperature is still maybe 50-something degrees, you're probably never going to have this problem. But, when it's 17 degrees outside, I'm sorry, you could have this problem. So you need to swoop them up. You need to bring them to the house. And for the guy that told me he would divorce me, the follower that said, if I'd divorce you if you brought goats in the house. Well, as I told you on Facebook, who said I would have had you to begin with. But you need to bring them in the house, and you need to put them in a warm bath. Do not give them anything orally until you get the body temperature up. You've got to get them warmed up. And it is the scariest thing because you can stick like your little thumb, your little pinky inside their little mouth, inside their palate right there, and it feels like ice. She was like ice. So I put her in. I started yelling for my kids. They came in, got me a towel. I put her in warm, not hot, but very, very warm water. Just laid her on the bottom and getting that warm water on top of her. You gotta warm them up immediately. We're talking about you. Yes. We're talking about you. Yes. We're talking about you. You okay? You cozy? You're so cozy. So anyway, I got her warmed up. She started it's almost like they're drunk. And I told my youngest child, I said, we're drying her off. You just keep stimulating her, keep rubbing her, keep her head up. Just keep her going. So we had a heating pad down. I have in the bathroom now since Christmas. I have all of my little emergency baby goat supplies. It's still in the bathroom, in the little closet. And I have a heating pad. I have like the Betadine. I have the colostrum boost, all that stuff together. And we put her down, and I had a fresh towel, and I'm just trying to warm her up, keep her going, jostle her, you know, all of these things. Oh, okay. And doing all of those things. And we had to work with her for a couple of hours. And she started crying. Oh. Good morning. How are you? So we've already been up. This actually isn't good morning, but we're saying good morning to everybody. But we kept jostling, you know, not jostling her, but rubbing her, keeping her on the heating pad, had the blow dryer going. And before I knew it, she was crying, which is very, very good. Just like a newborn human baby. You want them awake. You want them kind of fighting a little bit. You want them making all kinds of racket. That's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. So I named her Katniss because she's a fighter. And she just started taking the bottle last night. She just started taking the baba. She's so little, I've had to she's in preemie diapers. And they fit well, but I have to take them, really, really high up on her because she's so little. I don't know if she's necessarily a preemie, but we do think she could be a little bit early. She's fully developed and she's doing all the right things, but she's very, very, this is the smallest baby I've ever had. Teeny tiny. So maybe she's just going to be a small goat, but I do think we were a little bit early. And, but she's doing everything right. She's walking. She's standing. She took, her colostrum. She took mom's colostrum. I was able to get mom's colostrum for the first 24 hours. And every 2 hours, I'd give her in a little tiny, 3 milliliter little syringe. Keep those. They're very handy because while she was suckling, a bottle I was afraid would overwhelm her. And the main thing that I wanted to ensure is that I knew exactly how much colostrum she was getting. And I was giving her some about every 2 hours or so, the first 24 hours. And she took it like a champ, and she did what she needed to do. She passed everything. And now we've graduated into a bottle, and we just took our third bottle, didn't we? Yes. And I've given her my homemade formula. And so we got up this morning when Daddy got up, when James went to work. I call him Daddy. When James' dad went to work, didn't he? And we got freshened up, and we came out of the bathroom because she's in a tiny little tub. She could fit in a shoebox, y'all. And I got her have her in a little warm tub in there. She did sleep most of the night. And we just had a baba. And we're in a clean diaper. And we just thought we'd snuggle a little bit. See, I don't have anybody. So that's what's going on. So her mom is doing really, really good. I put her up. She's recovered. She's eating. Her teats are not very developed. Again, she's a first-time mom. She did stand, and she let me milk her, but I really had to work on that. But she did give the good colostrum. So now, just for ease, because it's so cold, and she's just not producing a lot of regular milk yet. I'm going to monitor that. I'm going to keep, this baby is so little and it's so cold right now that I'm going to add it to my bottle list. And I think I have a new buddy. Don't you think? I think so. Well, this is about as raw as it gets here at Appalachia's Homestead. I've never filmed a video, I don't think, in my bedroom, much less snuggled with the baby. So, but I wanted to say good morning to you, and I wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you, and I wanted to let you know I'm praying for you and me and our country, and to stay the course, and to do what you need to do. Do what you need to do, because your home and your homestead is yours. Not everybody's going to agree with what you do or how you do it. But you know what? They don't pay your bills, and they don't raise your homestead, and they may not know how to make themselves happy, much less are they going to make you happy. So, right? All right, here's your comeback video this week. We have more coming your way. Stay the course. Love you guys. Time to get up. We'll see you on the next video.